Hello there everybody, and welcome back. Today we're going to be talking about Martelé. So in our last little bowing technique video that we did, we talked about a simple staccato. So I thought about it and decided we should do Martelé next because Martelé is pretty similar to the simple staccato that we talked about. So if you've been practicing, remember we were talking about just move and stop for the simple staccato. So you're listening to the end of the stroke to just make sure that you're separating the sound. That would be like a beginner's kind of Suzuki, just learning how to move and stop and move cleanly with the bow. So the next one that we're going to talk about is Martelé. So Martelé is similar, except that you're going to be using your first finger to press. So you're going to apply weight with the first finger. And you can see, how my bow goes down? So I'm going to press, and then you're going to release the first finger at the same time that you move the bow very quickly and you stop at the end. So there's all these little things that are going on. Wait, and then release plus speed, and then stop. You see, so it has like a click at the beginning or like a t at the beginning. And you might want to play around with the contact point. So I'm here on my viola on the D string, and I'm kind of hanging out down here. Let's see what happens as I move closer to the bridge. Every instrument is different, so you have to find the sweet spot for your instrument. So let's move a little closer. Press, release plus speed, and then stop. So I'm getting a little bit better sound as I move a little bit closer to the middle. So before I was kind of down here. You hear how it's not as clear? But if I move it just a little bit, that would be the sweet spot. Let's see if I move a little closer and see what happens. So it's sounding a little bit like it's not grabbing the string as well as I move closer to the bridge. So like I said, every instrument is different and every string is going to be a little bit different as well with the contact point. So just like when we were working on the simple staccato, using a little bit of bow is easier to work with. So when you practice your Martelé stroke this week, set a timer for 5 minutes. And maybe the easiest thing to do would be to just stay on one string for the first couple days. You know, just kind of get used to the coordination, get used to the sweet spot for that one particular string, because why should we be a violinist in a rush or a violist in a rush, right? We don't need to be rushing. Just take your time, do some listening, do some watching, start with a little bit of bow, press with first finger, release plus speed, and stop. Do that for a little while, and then maybe use the middle of the bow. There we go, I got a couple good ones. It's tricky to do. And then the whole bow, that one's really gonna be tricky, so let's brace ourselves. First finger, and then press, release plus speed, and stop. So I'm actually, as I'm using more bow, I'm kind of moving a little bit further from the middle. I'm going closer to the fingerboard. And my bow's kind of bouncing a little bit. I'm having some problems with this one. I need to practice this one. But you know what? That way you can kind of see some of the things that happen. So let's see if I can figure out how to get the bow to stop bouncing. Let's see. So that one's bouncing quite a lot. experiment maybe with your elbow height, right? So as I'm moving my elbow higher and lower, it's kind of affecting the way that the bow is balancing. And every bow is also different. Some bows are bottom heavy, some bows are top heavy, some bows are perfectly balanced, you know, and so every bow will be slightly different as well. So you'll kind of have to play around with things a little bit. But as I said, the easiest thing to do would be to start with the smallest amount of bow, maybe the upper quarter. It's really important that you really do grab the string first. There's a lot of things to think about, but you have to grab the string first. That's so important because there has to be a strong bite at the beginning of the stroke. There you go. So I'm going to add Martelé to my little warm-up practice this week. Let's see if I can get any better with that one. And I hope that you enjoy your Martelé practice as well. There's so many wonderful videos on YouTube of wonderful teachers showing us all how to do the various bowing techniques. So go do some research. Try out the Martelé stroke for yourselves this week. And I will see you next time where we explore some more Martelé staccato-y types of bowings. Maybe we'll take a look at the flying staccato or the firm staccato or spiccato. There's all sorts of bowing techniques that we can look at. But happy practicing, and please, please add this stroke to your practice this week. Just set your timer for 5 minutes and do some open strings with this particular stroke this week. All right, thank you guys for watching, and thank you to my lovely patrons. I appreciate you, and I hope you enjoy.